everybody, and welcome to Monday. I'm just going to close that window, which I probably should have done before we started. As you can see, I'm casual this Monday. I really need to shave my neck, and other than that, I'm in high spirits. I hope that you're all doing well out there in Listenerland or viewer world, Viewtopia. This is the first of the new sort of setups of stream, unless you count yesterday as the first. Anyway, I'm going to be streaming for half an hour. We're going till 2:30. So anybody who wants to come and enjoy some time together is welcome. You're all welcome. And if you're catching this stream after the fact, then thank you for coming to see me. I hope that one day we'll get to talk in person. Or at least over the internet. I am, of course, Step, and this is my stream to promote social togetherness and to combat social isolation. We are streaming 7 days a week at 2 p.m. for 30 minutes. And I think the first of... Hey, Beth, welcome. You're the first one in. You are so nice to me that you're kind and loving and warm and come and join me on these streams to make sure that I'm not just talking into the void, and I really appreciate it. Thank you. And I love how you call people your little blueberries, because that's adorable and sweet. I have my cup of tea. It is chai tea with just a dash of maple syrup and some milk. And it is quite delightful. Hey, Megan, welcome. Thank you for joining me. How are you? Are you feeling any better after your trip out and your trip home? Megan had to go out into the world today. And I also went out into the world. I drove people to a doctor or a specialist, a lab tech, because there were, labby tech things that needed to happen. Yeah. But we're back now. We all washed our hands. We had some lunch, and we're in high spirits. Has everybody else had their coffee and their tea and their breakfast or lunch or what have you? Is everyone sitting comfortably? Then we'll begin. If you catch that reference, it means that you are an Anglophile. Britophile? Like things that are British. Things are good, just working away, answering emails. Well, good. Beth had coffee, but no food, I take it. Take care of yourself. You won't continue to be healthy if you don't take care of yourself. I have the most ridiculous hair. It's not as ridiculous as last night's, but it's still pretty ridiculous. Oh, okay. Yeah. There. Now I look like the protagonists from some broody 90s action TV show about vampires or something. Or witches. So, there we go. Perfect. I was kind of hoping that I would see some guys out to the stream today, although I didn't reach out to anybody, so I should probably have done that, because I'm going to be doing not a tutorial really, just some makeup that I do. So if anyone else wants to follow along and do their makeup as well, then feel free to do that. Basically, it's just like, I don't know, I enjoy playing with stuff, playing with my image, so that's why I put colors in my hair, and that's why I make my hair wacky. And I'm trying to get at the makeup because I'm also bad at organizing and didn't do this before I started. Okay, so couple of things there. Going to try to choose a lip thingamy. What's going on here? Hello. I don't know what any of these bags do. That's all pallets and stuff. So, Tams is part of a club. She gets a box, a loot crate every month. And it's a makeup box. And they always come with some sort of interesting fancy bag. I like this one a lot. It's Betty Boop. And it's got supposedly the eye stuff in it. I'm looking for the thing that I bought from Sephora. Ah, there it is. Way down at the bottom. So, I'm just selecting some things. What is this? Eyeshadow with brush. Shimmering loose. Sure. We're going to pretend that I know what I'm doing. So, actually, that's the point. I don't know what I'm doing, but that's okay. I've kind of just managed to convince myself that you don't need to know what you're doing. You can just play around. Megan is drinking regular old tea, but has a liter of water already. Good for you. That's probably enough for the day. Although maybe not. I don't know. 8 glasses is not officially a real thing, but just drinking enough water so that you're hydrated. Basically, if it's better to judge by the color of your pee that you're drinking enough water. What else am I looking for? This is my bag, and it's mostly full of lipsticks and glosses. And what is this? What is this thing? Environmental Shield. Essential C Day Moisture Broad Spectrum SPF 30. So this is a moisturizing cream. That's cool. I have a different moisturizing cream that I'm going to use. And I don't know. What else is in here? What is this? Rose Absolute First Serum. Hey Tams, what's a Rose Absolute First Serum? Maybe you can tell everybody. Beauty for Real, Brook, USA. Oh, okay. Alright, so I've picked a few things. And the first thing that I want to do is moisturize. And this is why I wish the guys were here, because any guys who are vaguely interested in maybe doing makeup should first know that human skin is human skin. It doesn't matter whether you're male or female, you've got skin, and your skin needs to be moisturized. And that includes your face. Like, a lot of guys will moisturize their hands, which is good, but peeling foreheads and whatever is not good. So moisturizing your face is the first step to looking healthy, whether your goal is to look masculine or feminine or just human. And yes, I'm using a light moisturizer on my eyelids and my under eyes and into my skin around my beard, because oftentimes when I shave, I get really dry skin where my beard should be. And now that it's growing back in, it's the hair pokes up through the skin, and so sometimes it'll curl back around and cause little micro abrasions, and that can cause your skin to dry out. So we want to absolutely moisturize. And this is good for everybody. Moisturize everything. Moisturize your everything. Now, I've got milk here. Where's the other? It should be in here, I think. Unless maybe it's in the day bag. I don't know what the day bag is. This is the day bag. The early day. Maybe it got used up. I don't know. Because there's this. Okay. We're going to use this, I guess. So one of the things I got from Sephora... Oh, and when you're doing anything makeup related, start at the top and work down. No, start at the top and work down. Because just like when you're cleaning, if you're doing like... I'm not today, but if you were doing like eyeshadow or whatever, if there's any mica powder that, falls, then it'll fall downward, and you don't want it to fall on something you've already done, because you can always fix it if you haven't started yet. So, this here is a Cush Lash Primer from Milk Makeup, or Makeup Milk, distributed by Milk Makeup, made in Italy, sold in Dublin. That's weird. You've been watching makeup tutorial videos on YouTube because you don't know anything about makeup, but you don't own any to try things out with. Well, this is another one of those things that's hard, because I want to just invite you over and have you try stuff. But, we can't. So this lash primer is a mascara, but it's more like a mascara glue. So it is to mascara what paint primer is to paint. It's like a glue paint, so it'll help smooth out and help something else adhere to the material, in this case the lashes. So it's white, it dries mostly clear, and I don't know if I can, so it looks like, I don't know if it's just a lash brush, but it's got clear liquid on it, or white clear, and again, I usually start about halfway along the eyelash, because I like to have like the really big out to the side eyelashes, because that is sort of the anime style that I go for. Alright, big old, and you start at the base of the lash underneath, and you brush upward and out. And you try not to touch your eyeball, because that hurts. Hey, Croco, welcome. We're doing makeup. I'm surprised that you joined us, but I guess I shouldn't be. So you can already kind of tell that the lashes are being pushed outward to give and separated and made to look more full and glossy, and that will give me that anime look that I'm looking for. I'm helping. Think Astro Boy, think like classic, like, saw that I was online. Well, I do these every single day now at 2 p.m. for about half an hour. Although I can already see that this one's going to go longer because I'm not even halfway through my thing. And it's just to help people feel socially together. So Krako, by the way, for those in the chat, is, I believe, from Romania. And he's a friend from our Magic channel, from our Magic days. So say hi to the wife and baby. I really like the anime, the class, like old anime look of really huge eyes and lashes. So that's what I'm going for. Don't touch your eyeball. I'm also really not good with stuff along my waterline. There we go. Now I'm going to let that dry for, a minute. And, speaking of anime, does anybody watch anime? Will do. Babby just went to sleep. Gotta go grab something to eat. Yeah, well, what time is it there? It's like 5? 5 o'clock? 5 or 6? I think it's 5. Quarter after 5. I'm going to say it's quarter after 5 where you are. How close am I? Nice to hear your voice. Stay safe and go play Magic some more. They had cool... I know! I got the sleeves from the F&M thing, and they're pretty boss. I will probably be doing a Magic stream on Wednesday. If you want to come back for that, we'll play some Magic right here at 2:30 or 2 o'clock on Wednesday. I'll hop into a draft and do a whole draft if you're interested. 9:15. Oh, it's way later than that. 9:15. Yeah, so at 9 p.m. your time on Wednesday, I will be doing a Magic draft. So for any of the Magic folks who want to come and hang out. You savvy? And I'm going to try to find other fun things to do throughout the week. I would love to talk to you, Krako, more about how things are, where you are, because I'm curious. So, I should email you. I'm going to email you. Yeah. Anyway, go and enjoy. Have some food. Be safe. Alright, now that that's pretty much dry, I'm going to go over it again with black. So, same ground. Now you can really see it, right? I'm trying to keep them from clumping and sticking. But I'm also trying to pull them out toward the sides. And I'm also not the greatest in the world at this. Because I don't do it all the time. And I'm by no means a professional. Now, when we get out into the world again and get to live our lives, I'm probably going to get lash extensions, because I had them once before to do this very same anime look. It's what Hush called the signature look, which is fuller out toward the ends. But you can very clearly now see that my eyes are popping. I don't know. I don't know if you can see. What are we yaying about, Megan? And now, I basically just do eyes and lips. Like, there are other things that I want to try in time, but I'm comfortable with eyes and lips. So, in future, we'll be doing more like Makeup Mondays. I'm gonna do fingers and things like that. But for right now, I'm starting off with the base of what I know. And first thing for the lips is, again, moisturize. Oh, yay for magic. Okay. So I've got some lip moisturizer. It's just a kind of a wax gloss. Lip Therapy Lip Mask. But it's not the kind of mask that you peel off. It's the kind of mask that soaks in. I've been told that I have really nice lips. I don't like them. I don't like my own lips. But I'm going to try this. Ooh, there's a horse on here. I don't know why. But it's kind of a Ready taupe? His taupe, right? It's a rose taupe. That sounds right, but I don't know whether that's accurate. Anyway, gonna go like this. Around the bottom edge of the lip. Showing the shape that I want to have. And then subtle color. I don't like a lot of garish color. I just like subtle color. And then because there's a lot on there, we're going to blot. There. And that's basically it for what I would normally do when going out of the house. Of course, I'd do up my hair. I'd put on a shirt and tie. And I'd look all nice and fancy that way. But anybody have anything to say? Feel free to leave a comment or let me know. How are we all doing? Are we all feeling groovy? Feeling groovy. That was the favorite song of a character in one of my novels. And that didn't appear in the novel at all. I just knew in my head that that was his favorite song. Does anybody else do that? Probably. His name... What was his name? Franklin. His name was Franklin. Although that may change in the edit. Because I don't know. My feeling about names changes over time. So Jack and Franklin were probably not going to be the names that I stuck with all the way through. But maybe. I don't know. I'm not working on that book, though. I'm going to tonight. Yes, you do stuff like that? Welcome back, Beth. I was getting concerned about you. And thank you, by the way, Beth, for your comments on my book. I'm going to go back through and look at what you were talking about. Although, I find it interesting that you mentioned that cutting the cord, because my intention was that nobody cut the cord. We're talking about birth now. The umbilical cord will fall off of its own accord, and there's some, debate as to whether cutting or letting it naturally go is better. And I tend to lean more toward the more natural path of just letting it fall off on its own. But I'd love to know your thoughts on that as a birth expert. Lotus birth. I'm going to have to look that up. Used to do that with people. A friend and used to make up backstories for strangers who walked past us while we hung out at a coffee shop. I love that. I would actually totally love to be able to be a fly on the wall. If somebody were doing that about me, that would just tickle me pink to know people were thinking about backstories for me, even if they were unflattering, because, I don't know, it sounds like a real fun trip. And when we are, again, able to go to a coffee shop, we should definitely do that and make up backstories for the strangers around. So lotus birth. Oh, because of the lotus flower kind of... Yeah, okay, so not cutting the roots, basically, is where that comes from, I'm assuming. Now, the key to drinking tea while having lipstick is not to worry about it, because it's going to come off on the cup. Although not that much. Also, use a dark cup. So, everybody good? Some people see the placenta as a chakra. A chakra? Interesting. A chakra that we lose. That's interesting. I did not know that. I have learned something today. Thank you for enriching my life. It makes sense, though. It's like the little bit of extra that we need to get us going to start. Okay. The last thing I'm going to do... Oh dear. This is going to get all over everything, isn't it? How are you supposed to apply shimmering loose eyeshadow with brush? I'm maybe going to inquire... it's already all over my fingers. I'm going to inquire in person with Tams as to how this is used before I go and mess it up all over myself. But there is a little bit of shimmer left on this brush because you can't really get it off a brush once it's on there. So I'm just going to brush my cheeks. I don't know if it's showing any shimmer, but brush feels nice anyway. All right. It's been a long time coming today, but it's time for the daily hug. I need a primer. Is that makeup related or placenta related? Are we talking birth or face? Hugs. Hugs are important, even if we can't have them in person. I want everyone to hug a pillow. If you don't have... For my eyes, I do need a primer. If you don't have a person near you that you can hug, then grab a pillow and give it a big ol' squeeze. Because we have to still feel connected, even if we're so far apart. And that's why I do this on the daily, to help everybody, including myself, feel connected with the outside world. We're social animals. This is a social animal. His name is Terrence. Hello. That was for all of you out there. All right, we're coming up on half. I think we just hit half, actually. So I'm going to call it, even though we're still feeling positive, because I want to keep these streams short and sweet. If you have any questions, if you have any concerns, if you want me to talk about anything on a stream, on an upcoming stream, let me know. Leave me a comment, send me an email at theprofessionalstep@gmail.com, tweet me at theprostep on Twitter, or find me on Facebook. All of these things we can do. I'm thinking about switching to a Facebook live stream one day this week, just to see how it works and whether it would bring in more or fewer viewers who might need somebody to listen to or to talk to. So let me know what you think about that. And I will be back tomorrow at 2 p.m. for something else. We'll just be chit-chatting, and yeah, after that I'll figure out when the evening live stream is going to be. Probably, I'm actually thinking that they're going to be like Monday and Thursday sort of thing, but I don't know for sure, so we'll see. Anyway, thank you for joining me. Thank you for being safe. Thank you for staying indoors even if it's hard. And reach out to somebody. Reach out to somebody who you think is as lonely as you are and might need the company. Yeah. I will be seeing you tomorrow. Never fear. And we'll do something else interesting and exciting. Interesting and exciting as my eyebrows? Well, I guess we'll see. Bye, everybody.